Welcome to the KidLit Deconstruction Zone podcast. In each episode, we'll mine children's books for tools to fill your author toolbox. Let's dig in.
Episode 8, Tools for Writing Gripping Horror.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Mwai, a children's author illustrator.
Hi, I'm Morgan Lau. I'm a visual storyteller.
Hi, I'm Rona Sherdan. I'm a children's author and book coach.
In today's episode, we are deconstructing KidLit horror. Mwahaha. The horror genre is diverse from gore to fantasy to silly. Fear can be driven by a creepy environment, a sense of dread from the unknown, or delight in familiar tropes like dolls, clowns, and monsters. You can explore a range of fear that can correspond to age or life experience. What scared you as a child may still haunt you today and serve as a starting point. Perhaps you can explore new fears in ways your readers least expect, like creepy underwear.
Our first tool is creating a foreboding foe. The foe, antagonist, or villain creates obstacles for your characters and protagonists. In a horror story, a villain could be a monster, ghost, or just a regular bad guy. Some stories use unsettling settings or the unknown as antagonistic forces. No matter the type of foe in your story, they should build courage, stretch imaginations, and cause age-appropriate fears. Playful, non-threatening scares work best for younger readers, even if the mystery is ambiguous. In a quote from our picture book pick, Gilbert and the Ghost by Heather Stegall with art by Jess Mason, Gilbert wrestles with the unknown despite his family's believing otherwise. Quote, Gilbert believed in ghosts, especially the one at 632 Savannah Street, end quote. The end of the book leaves our youngest readers wondering whether Gilbert's ghost was real or whether it was his imagination. Not knowing the answer can be even more spooky. In our middle grade selection, The Haunting of Bellington Cottage by Laura Parnham, one of our story's villains comes in the form of a doll named Esmeralda. Her cracked face would set any tween reader on edge. Quote, she was even creepier in the dim light, her porcelain teeth almost glowing against the dingy surface of her plastic face. End quote. Like centuries of dolls before her, Esmeralda provides plenty of scares for these tweens. Here's a writing tip for creating a foreboding foe. Brainstorm what makes your main character uncomfortable and afraid. Add those qualities into a person, place, or object to spark curiosity that leads to obstacles and fears for your protagonist.
Our next tool focuses on the emotion of fear. Horror gives readers a safe way to engage with fear in their imaginations and bodies. Our chapter book pick, Things in the Basement by Ben Hatke, is a graphic novel centered on the fear of the dark. In this example, Big Brother Milo is asked to find his sister's lost sock. Quote, it must still be in the laundry, in the basement, end quote. Milo's face is full of trepidation in the illustration. What happens next is that Milo enters a magical realm with one dark place and fear to face after another. His sock quest and stunning art kept me on the edge of my seat. Try this writing tip to focus on fear. Brainstorm moments, objects, or events that trigger fears. Then work those ideas into your story. As a stretch, make something ordinary scary.
And our last tool is Balancing Intensity of Horror. Our YA selection is Confetti Realms by Nadia Shamas. This graphic novel balances horror with elements of humor, with themes like identity, abandonment, and forgiveness. With a queer teen ensemble, fear is a shared experience where they are not just reacting to the threat or antagonist, but also responding to how their friends are feeling, which adds comedic levity to their journey. Here's an abbreviated quote. Maybe an alcoholic ghost will show up. That's immoral. Yeah, I know. They're immortal. No, immoral. You shouldn't offer an alcoholic ghost alcohol. That's enabling an addiction. I just want to party with ghosts. It's Halloween, end quote. A serious conversation under a very unserious circumstance made me chuckle and want to read more. Your tip to balance intensity and horror is to choose a scene and add a ridiculous debate, between your characters that allow your readers a humorous reprieve between the spooky moments.
And now for our bonus writing tip. Add skin-crawling details using all 5 senses. Can any of them fit into your story? Try exploring lesser-used senses like smell, touch, or taste in your description. Can you come up with something scary and unique?
Hey, KDZ friends, check out our episode description for our show notes, website, and amazing resources.
There's an SCBWI article interviewing middle grade horror authors and a TED Ed video on adding suspense to your writing.
Wow, those resources must be packed with useful writing tips. I'm sure you'll be giving your readers the shivers in no time.
For today's homework, decide what type of horror you would like to write. Take inspiration from books, shows, or films that spooked you in the past or present, and then apply those tools we shared for a haunting manuscript. Whether you're writing a picture book, YA, or something in between, grab your writing tools and get to work.
If you have any book suggestions for us to deconstruct in future episodes, please leave a comment below. Thank you for listening to the KDZ podcast, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe.